welcome to Business Time. I am Melisha. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Today, we will be looking at problems likely to be encountered in distribution and measures to mitigate problems in distribution. Let's now look at some problems that are likely to take place in distribution. The first one is that not many countries have proper airports, harbor, and docking areas to facilitate the efficient movement or distribution of goods. Some countries' shipping ports may not be able to accommodate large ships as the water may not be deep enough. The second problem that can take place is that of delayed shipment. Many things can cause a shipment to delay. There can be poor weather conditions, the port is congested, and so the ship cannot go into dock. Therefore, there is no guarantee that ships will always arrive on time. Third problem, spoilage. Goods can spoil during transport if not packaged and handled properly. If not packaged properly, food items that are soft could be squashed and so cannot be used again. The fourth is misdirection of goods. Sometimes goods can end up going to the wrong destination. This can happen if the documents or labels were not read properly or if they were not written up properly. The fifth problem, inadequate warehousing facilities. It is always not easy to find the right type of warehousing facilities that have adequate space, are clean, and the right equipment to move around the goods and so on. There can be loss of goods if goods are not stored properly, and so the warehouse would need to be managed properly to prevent any kind of loss, and this is not always the case. The sixth problem could be lack of proper security measures. Goods can be stolen if there are no proper security measures put in place, such as proper fencing, security cameras, or even security personnel on site. The seventh problem is industrial unrest. When workers at ports are involved in the distribution of goods and they go on strike or engage in any form of industrial action, this can cause goods to not reach customers on time. The eighth problem is ineffective communication. When information is not properly communicated, it can cause misunderstanding, and this could cause people to do the wrong thing, such as sending goods to the wrong port, which can cause a delay in shipment. Let us now look at the measures to mitigate problems in distribution. The first one, government intervention. Governments can try to provide bigger ports, docking areas, and other necessary infrastructure to help alleviate the problems with distribution. The second measure to mitigate the problem is communication network. With proper communication network and systems, which is further enhanced with the use of the internet, will allow for easy tracking of goods and for one to be more easily updated. Businesses along the supply chain will be able to easily share information, relevant documents, so that things can flow easily and be efficiently done. The third measure to mitigate problems is insurance. This will help businesses to safeguard against theft or any form of damage to its goods while they are being distributed. There is always the possibility that there can be risks such as flooding, fire, and so on. And so having insurance will be a very good thing to put businesses in a position to be compensated for what they have lost. The fourth one is selecting the most appropriate channel of distribution based on product. This is very important, as selecting the right channel of distribution will ensure that goods reach customers on time and in the right condition. It might be necessary to skip middlemen, such as wholesaler or retailers, and sell directly to customers. If the available technology, such as online shopping, is implemented. In some cases, you might not be able to reach your customers quickly enough, and so may need to use a middleman. The fifth one is use handling services with good reputation. A good handling service should have safe and reliable resources to handle goods properly. When they are finished and moving your goods, there should be no damage to your goods. Whether they are receiving, delivering, loading, discharging, stowing, or storing the goods, they must do these things extremely well and only use those who provide excellent handling services. The sixth one, careful labeling and documentation. When goods have proper label and documents, they will have all necessary information that is accurate, and it therefore will lessen the risk of goods being sent to the wrong place. The seventh one, avoid holding large stocks. When stocks are not too large, it will be easier to handle, sort, and locate. This can be done as the quantity of stock held is enough to meet demand, and there is no risk of shortage. The eighth and final one, employing security company and use of security cameras. Having these measures in place will lessen the risk of goods being stolen. All right, so we have just looked at the problems likely to be encountered in distribution and measures to mitigate these problems. Hope you learned something. See you next time.